Welcome to the second part of the webinar for the Everybody's Talking About Climate Change online community forum moderators. When it's your turn to moderate the forum, you'll need to check it every couple of hours for new posts. Alternatively, we might be able to arrange for you to receive an email each time new content is posted. You'll need to read each new post, and in the majority of cases that's all you'll have to do. You'll only need to do something else if you think that there's a reason to be concerned about the post, and I'm going to run through a few reasons why you might be concerned. First of all, the post might be off topic, and there's a couple of ways in which this could happen. It might be on topic for the forum, but just have been put in the wrong category, and I've got an example of this. So we've got a category called energy efficiency and a subcategory called community buildings. So if we click on this, we've got a sample post called Local Food Growing Project. And local food growing projects are very relevant to the forum as a whole, but they're not really relevant to energy efficiency in community buildings. So what you would do is you'd read it, realise it's not relevant, and then click on this edit button. And this edit button will appear if you're logged in as a moderator. It won't appear if you're just logged in as an ordinary person or if you're not logged in at all. Okay. And what you can do is, on forums, click on this drop-down menu, have a look at the different categories and think, where would it best fit? So you scroll down and see more. And I would put this under local food growing projects. And then scroll down and save. So now if you go back to the forum homepage, you'll see that it's disappeared from community buildings, there's now nothing here. And it's reappeared under growing projects. It's there. Okay. It could also be off topic completely. It could have nothing to do with what the forum's about. And we've got a real example of this. Often this will be spam. So we've got here, someone's just posted something about business loans, which is just, it's advertising and it's spam and it's totally irrelevant. So in this case, you'd read it or start to read it, realise it's not relevant. Scroll down, and next to the edit button, you've got a delete button. So you can click on that. And you'll be asked why you're deleting it. And this is important because if you can tell the computer or the website why you're deleting it, in future it might be able to work out that something shouldn't be published in the first place, which means we don't then have to delete it. It just won't get published to begin with. So in this case it's spam, unsolicited advertising, and that is what will happen in the majority of cases. So you can just click delete. It's important to note that once you click delete, you can't undo that. You can't bring the post back. So please do be certain that you want to delete it. And if you're not sure, you can check with MEA during office hours or check with another moderator. Another reason you might want to delete a post, which we don't have an example of here, but is that it might be offensive. It might include a personal insult directed at another user of the forum, or it might contain language that is offensive in some way. So again, if you're not sure, check. But again, you go through this process and you could tick on any of the topics you need to report it as. So click delete. And there you go, you get a message to say it's been deleted. You can go back to the forum. It's gone, it's not there anymore. There were 2 topics there before. There's neither one now. Great. Final example we've got is of a topic which is on post and in the right category, but it's got something that isn't factually correct in it. So if we scroll down to sustainable transport, other forms of sustainable transport, got something about a campaign to reduce speed limits on the road, and mostly it's fine, but in the second paragraph we've got this sentence. On motorways, cars can travel as fast as 80 miles per hour, and that's not actually true, it's 70 miles per hour. So click the edit button and simply add a moderator's note to the bottom. So if you're going to do this, please be sure of your facts first. And if you're not sure, you could always post a reply saying, can I just ask you, is this fact correct? Where did you get that fact from? If you're not sure, rather than trying to correct it if you don't know. And then scroll down, and again you can preview first, or you can simply save. And that's now there. That now appears for anyone reading that post. Great. So those are all the things that you have to do as a moderator to make sure that the forum's in good shape. If you have more time, there are other things you can do. So in order to help make the forum a lively, useful, friendly place for people to talk about tackling climate change in their communities, you might take time to respond to posts that interest you or that you have something to say about. You could also reply to posts that haven't had a reply after a couple of days, to get the conversation going. And if there have been no posts for a few days, you might want to start some posts. So if you've got a topic you want some advice on, some piece of information you think others would be interested in, you might just want to start some new forums. But that's all optional, depending on how much time you have. So that completes our webinar. If you have any questions, you can send them to me, caroline.harmon@mea.org.uk, and you can visit the forum at everybodies-talking.org/forum. Thank you.